Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Saturday. All right, so as you know, we don't have any lives during the weekend and we had one hell of a week. It was busy, but Jen Shah did surrender herself into federal prison camp Bryan, Texas yesterday. There was video footage of her saying goodbye to her husband, saying goodbye to her son, hugging them. It was I guess I shouldn't be surprised that they had that footage. It was interesting. Now we're hearing what her schedule is going to be like, what her prison life is going to look like, what work she's going to be doing, and more. Andy Cohen was on Watch What Happens Live, and he was talking to Lala Kent and Katie Maloney about Heather Gay's black eye, the black eye of it all. And everyone wants to know, did you get it done by yourself, or did somebody punch you in the face? It's a valid question. Well, Andy Cohen said that he still believes that Jen Shah had something to do with it. And of course, her and her camp, they're clapping back, followed by one last post from Jen before surrendering into prison. So guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys. So obviously we know we're not silly. Like, we're smart as fans, viewers, everything. We know that Jen Shah's life is about to look very different starting yesterday at 2 p.m. Central Time. It's not going to be the same Shah Amazing, the big lodge, the ski chalet. I mean, if you think about it, this woman who had diamonds and jewelry and designer bags, she's going from that. She just stripped herself of everything yesterday and she said, okay, I am about to go live in this federal prison camp for 6.5 years. I don't even know where I was 6.5 years ago. And I get it. You do the crime, you do the time. I couldn't imagine, I couldn't imagine the countdown, the build up to, and then the countdown to, and then the saying goodbye to everyone and being like, okay, I'm about to leave for the next decade. I mean, I know 6.5 years isn't a decade, but I was thinking about Todd Crisley for just 2 seconds. Bear with me. Hold on. Her life behind bars at federal prison camp in Bryan, Texas will include a 6 a.m. wake-up call followed by a rigorous schedule. That came from TMZ, but also from Page 6. They were saying that she will get up and then at 6:30, she has to eat breakfast, but at 6 o'clock, this is going to be like a tight schedule. She's going to have her bed made. She's going to have a bunk mate. Everything has to be put together properly. There can't be any hiccups or else there's going to be a problem. Now, in July of 2022, the 49-year-old Bravo celebrity pleaded guilty to defrauding thousands of people out of money, mainly the elderly, in a telemarketing scheme. Her life at FPC Bryan is set to look very different from the one that we saw on the show, and I do still wonder, though, Stuart Smith, Jen Shah is going to prison. She's in prison, right? She's in prison for 6.5 years. I don't think she'll do 6.5 years. I feel like she'll do probably somewhere around 4. But my point is she's in prison now. We already know that. But what about Stuart Smith? Like, will he go to prison? Does he get exempt from going to prison? Did he give enough information to get himself out of going to prison? You know? The outlet reports that Jen Shah will be forced to keep her cell in perfect condition, which includes making her bed, taking out the trash, and mopping the floor. Her workdays will include either food service or factory jobs, and they don't know which one she's going to have to do, but she will have to do one for 90 days, sort of as like an initiation. You don't just come in and get the cozy Ghislaine Maxwell library job, but then after the 90 days, then they'll reassess. She only gets about 40 cents an hour for doing it while she's in there, though. Sounds bad. Jen Shah will also be forced to ditch her shiny jewels for something much less expensive, as the prison inmates are not wearing anything that's not government issued. They said that you could wear like a wedding band or something that might be religious, a necklace or something like that, but it can't be worth more than $1,000. So she's not walking in there with a princess cut diamond. Page 6 also reported that Jen Shah will have to share a bunk with another inmate, and they'll have access to commissary like soups and toiletries, stuff like that. She took to Instagram, this was yesterday before she left, and she shared an exit, sort of like a goodbye message saying, I am surrendering to serve a sentence in federal prison today. It is the price I must pay for the bad decisions that I've made. People got hurt because of my decisions. While incarcerated, I will work to make amends and reconcile with the victims of my crimes. In time, I pray that people will judge me for the way I responded to this sentence rather than only for the decisions that led me to prison. I am a believer in earning freedom, and I'll work toward that goal by making things right with the people that I have hurt. Obviously, you also know that before turning herself in, we talked about the fact that her husband, and her son Omar all got tattoos. Her youngest son Omar returned the gesture by getting his mother's middle name, Kiki, tattooed on his left arm. All right. On top of that, getting back to the Andy Cohen of it all, Andy Cohen had Lala Kent and Katie Maloney on Watch What Happens Live. I get that. They're a good time. I always enjoy Katie Maloney and Lala Kent. And they were talking a little bit about the Heather Gay black eye of it all. Well, we know that there was an internal investigation, but then nobody came up with an answer. And then we were alluding to the fact that it had to have been, if nobody's coming, had to have been Jen Shah. But then I was talking to one of the cast members who said that doesn't make sense, because if it was Jen Shah wasn't even in the room at the time. They have footage of her leaving the room, that they would have footage of her re-entering the room, so she had to have fallen. But then we had Andy Cohen, who was alluding to the fact that, no, I honestly also believe that it could have been Jen Shah. So I was wondering, what are people going to say about this? Like, what does this look like? And I think it was her attorney, or it was someone from her team, maybe her management. Jen Shah, someone from her camp responded saying, we didn't do the reunion after being asked a few times. We didn't do the one-on-one after being asked over 6 times. So obviously these are the acts of someone who is bitter. And I was like, shit, not bitter. He said bitter. Andy Cohen bitter over the fact that he did not get the one-on-one or the special time with Jen Shah. This isn't coming from me again. This is coming from her camp. So I just want to make that clear. Her camp, not me. Don't get mad at me. Her camp. Okay, guys, I want to hear what your thoughts are. Obviously, as we jump into it, I'm sure we'll get updates surrounding the Jen Shah of it all. I'm sure that we will be updated, but I want to hear what you guys think. So go ahead and comment below. Let us know. And of course, as we go into next week, we're going to have our morning meetings. Jason's going to be leaving for DC, but we'll still have our morning meetings. We're going to have our Vanderpump Rules after party, our Real Housewives of New Jersey after party on Up and Adam channel 2. We'll have all of the recaps over here on the main channel. And of course, hot, messy topics, because what do we do without hot, messy topics? We've already posted polls this morning. We're posting polls every single day of the week, Monday through Sunday. Do not skip a poll on both channels, Up and Adam 1, Up and Adam channel 2. Go just vote in the polls and make sure that you participate in all the action. And besides that, it's Saturday, guys. Go have some fun. Spend some time with your family. Show some love. Make some memories. Have some bottomless mimosas. I don't even know if they do that on Saturday, but they should. Go do all of the things, because you deserve to. We love you guys, and we'll see you next time. And we can't wait to see what you have to comment on. Oh, also, we're on TikTok now under Up and Adam, so go check that out as well. Bye, guys. Love you.